Wherever Tom went, he heard people talking about the murder of Dr. Robinson. The judge came to the village to decide what to do about Muff Potter. He was listening to people talk about the killing in the graveyard. Muff Potter's trial started the next day. For 2 days, Tom and Huck went to the courthouse, but they didn't go in. They were careful not to be seen together. Tom listened to the people talk as they came out of the courthouse. The news was always bad. Indian Joe's story never changed. There was no doubt that the judge would find Muff Potter guilty of murder and sentence him to hang. All the people in the village went to the courthouse the next day to see the trial. Potter was brought in wearing chains around his ankles. Indian Joe was there too. Then the judge arrived. A man was asked to tell the judge what he knew about the killing. He said that he had seen Muff Potter washing himself in the stream near the graveyard early in the morning. Another witness was brought in to tell what he knew about the knife. He said that he had found a knife beside the body and that the knife belonged to Muff Potter. All the stories against Muff Potter had been told. It was easy to see that Muff Potter was guilty of the crime. Muff Potter's lawyer did not ask them any questions. The people became worried. When all the witnesses finished, Muff Potter's lawyer stood up. "We planned to prove that Muff Potter was drunk that night, but we have changed our plans. We will ask Thomas Sawyer some questions." Everyone watched Tom as he came forward. They were all surprised, including Muff Potter. Like the other witnesses, Tom placed his right hand on the Bible and promised to tell the truth. "Thomas Sawyer," the lawyer said, "where were you on the night of the killing?" Tom looked over at Indian Joe and for a few moments could not speak because he was deeply afraid. Finally, he said in a soft voice, "In the graveyard, sir." "Louder, please," said the lawyer. "Where were you on the night of the killing at about 12 o'clock?" Tom's words did not come out easily. He gathered more strength. "In the graveyard, sir," Tom said loudly. A cold smile appeared on Indian Joe's face. Then it was gone. "Were you near Hoss Williams' grave?" "Yes, sir." "How close to the grave were you?" "As near as I am to you, sir." "How close to the grave were you?" "As near as I am to you, sir." "Could you be seen?" "No, sir. I was behind some trees." "Did you take anything to the grave?" Tom hesitated for a moment. "Speak up, boy." "It's always better to tell the truth. What did you take to the graveyard?" "Just a dead cat." There was a little laughing. The judge ordered them to stop. "Now, Thomas, please tell us everything that you saw that night. Tell it all. Don't be afraid." Tom began to talk slowly, and everyone listened to Tom with their mouths wide open. Everyone was looking at Tom. Now Tom came to the end of the story. Tom said, "The doctor hit Muff Potter with the board. Muff Potter fell down. Indian Joe jumped with the knife and—" At that moment, Indian Joe ran to the window, hitting those who tried to catch him. He jumped through the window, and in a flash he was gone.